Like, but they're the ones and stuff who stood so stiffly. You didn't. You trying to please, be man pleasers and whatnot and stuff, right? But then you forget or didn't care about how the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, even their secret parts. You know? That's why it's gonna be how is he number amongst the saints. Because all the shit that was happening to him, it looked like he wasn't blessed, and the whole time he was. Just like Yahushua, he didn't look like he was blessed, but he was. He is Salaki, just like we are. You know, and you all gonna learn that and stuff the hard way very soon, man. You know, but he, you did with the woo. He continued to persevere. What do? You just fell into damnation. Because of your lack of consideration, your jealousy, your envy. Look at Esau, Edom and stuff. He finna lose his entire blessing and stuff just because he can't admit to himself that his ancestor, his forefather and stuff, fucked the entire nation up. You still gonna partake in stuff within the kingdom. You still gonna partake in stuff in the kingdom. You know, you still gonna partake in stuff within the kingdom. You know, but it ain't gonna be. You ain't gonna be in rulership and stuff like you are now. But look what they did out of envy. It says, "Woe to him," and stuff that is envious of himself. You know, they know and stuff that if they live correctly and whatnot and stuff, the Lord will even have the heathens. You know what I'm saying? You know, because he's a man of his word. If you keep that and stuff, then guess what? Certain things and stuff certain blessings can befall and stuff to other nations. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be the blessings and stuff that Yaikwab and stuff supposed to inherit. You know, which is the heathen, meaning they gonna be placed in subjection. They would have had it if they would have been patient. A lot of you all ain't gonna be patient. You know. You're gonna get tired of waiting. You're gonna try to cheat your way into the kingdom. And guess what? You gotta do the same building blocks as everybody else. You gotta start from the ground up. You know? Being born again and stuff. What baby do you know and stuff know how to walk already as soon as they fresh out of the womb? None. You know? I'll tell you one thing, my OG, she said that my first words and stuff was Abba. You know what I'm saying? So I cried out to the Heavenly Father and stuff when it was the first time able to speak. You know? I ain't trying to put myself on a pedestal, you know what I'm saying? But I think that is extremely raw. But then find out later down the line that Abba means Father. Crying out to the Lord and whatnot and stuff when I'm young. Can't even speak. And yet, still crying out to the Lord as a baby, man. You know, but anyways, that's this, you know, but we gonna get that glory. You know, we're gonna get what's rightfully ours, man. And then some. This John 14:1. It says, "Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. But believe in Yahweh, believe also in me," referring to Yahushua. Because it's written in red. It said verse 2, "In my Father's house are many mansions, and if it were not so, I would have told you to go." It says, "I go to prepare a place for you." And remember, Yahushua and stuff was the son of a carpenter, Joseph, Judah, right? Of the house of David, Judah, right? And what happened? What happened and stuff? You talking about for 20,000 years? 2,000 years plus more and whatnot. You're telling me and whatnot and stuff that he just been sitting in the chariot or in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? You know, based off what it is and stuff that we all like. I wouldn't be surprised and stuff if he was building it on those other planets. Where we gonna go? When we get beamed up, we just gonna be in the chariot and stuff for some years, right? We gonna be in the chariot and stuff We're with the motherfuckers we chained up and whatnot and stuff, and we gotta wait for they weak ass and stuff to sit up here and build up our kingdom, man. He gotta be doing it already. Just me speaking as a man. You know? Prepare a place for you and stuff. The planets was already created. So guess what? He's been doing a lot of building, a lot of construction and stuff. And then here it is. So Yahushua is finna return. And then the first thing we're gonna do and stuff after getting crowned and stuff is to drink wine with him new. You know? This Philippians 2 in verse 12. It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, because Yahushua was walking the earth physically. You know, and Yahushua is not going to be in a position and stuff where he's going to he's not going to be in the position where when it come down to King David, the next time he have children and stuff, Yahushua gonna come out and stuff. No, he coming back from outer space. Which is what a prelude that guess what? You're gonna be a new progenitor. You know? Yahushua finna start his new line as Yahushua. When his beginning and stuff is found in Genesis, man. You know? It says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know what I'm saying? And these people are not in fear. You know? They're not even accidentally and stuff messing up. These are people who are willful sinners, man. You know? This verse 15, it says that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, like the sons of Yahweh, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. You know? You know? Shine as lights in the world and whatnot and stuff, right? And remember and stuff, hey, the demons know who we are. That's why so many more people and stuff rather fuck with the remnant, you know what I'm saying, than fuck with the rest of the majority of the people. You know why? Because they're gonna react away and whatnot and stuff that causes them not to shine. And guess what? We don't have to react and stuff by carnality. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can just use our words. And here it is and stuff. The weakest thing and stuff is able to break something and stuff that's strong. Like a piece of grass. For some reason, they lay down the concrete and stuff, right? But if you let that grass and stuff grow and whatnot, guess what? It's going to be breaking through the something that's way harder than it. And if you look at grass at a microscopic level, it look like a bunch of smiley faces. Look at that. Right? So this Luke 17:21, it says, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there, for behold, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. And this is what they want us to drop. But this is also what they want too. This is what they desire. They want it on this side. You know what I'm saying? You know? But here it is and stuff. Now, a change needs to happen and stuff just so we can get what we want. You know what I'm saying? Scripture talk about the streets paved with gold, man. You got asphalt that cracks up. You know? If I can. Anyways, the brothers and stuff, when they be showing the little AI videos and stuff with Yahushua or a righteous man and stuff, or the righteous women, here it is and stuff. They got clothing with jewels embedded in it, not that fake ass cubic zirconium studs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's part of on your jacket and stuff, or on your shoes. No, these gonna be real precious stones and jewels, man. In the clothing alone. In the clothing alone. The clothing. We're going to be able to create things and stuff where here it is, it's see-through, but not see-through. That makes sense. You know? So it's going to be worth it, man. All the shame that they want to put us in. all the shame and stuff that they want to put us in and whatnot and stuff, right? All the different setups and whatnot and stuff, because they can't shine unless we're here. And here it is and stuff, always showing this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. It's going to shine and stuff regardless as soon as they start peeping in on you. Isaiah 59:15, yea, true faithful, he that depart away from evil, make his soul a prey. Here it is, we ain't shit, but they trying to hunt us down to make us like them. And that's proof in the pudding and stuff, where it's like, nah, you know what? I'm finna continue stuff to walk the path of righteousness with Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And receive that glory. Look what you get. You want haters, come in the truth. You want to be innocent without while everybody's still trying to make you look like this, down the third and stuff, come into the truth. So the Lord and stuff can open you up and show you and stuff. Look, I exist. And my son is here to deliver. Because that's what their names mean. Yah meaning he, Hawa exists. Yahweh meaning he exists. Yah meaning he, Yahweh Shai delivers. Yahweh Shai, he delivers. To show and stuff, it's like now you know why I told Moses in Exodus the 20th chapter, don't make anything and stuff on the image of what it is that you physically see. My presence is there, period. You know? Ain't no higher, ain't no, oh, I believe in a higher power and stuff. No, they have names just like you have names. Remember, his order is here. The order is here. And if his order is here and whatnot and stuff, doesn't that prove his existence? Right? When it comes down to the greenage, the vegetation and what